this is Chen, and I made this video to introduce my COMP3000 project. The approval flow is usually sent for permission one by one. It's time-consuming and labor-intensive. Therefore, I applied an absence management system with a clear workflow. This is the biggest highlight. It improves the efficiency of cross-department approval and simplifies the process. This is the ideas where it comes from. Extended to commercial using, this system is better including business travel and holidays and others. It makes the process efficient, convenient, and standardized, reduce the repeated workflow. The first highlight is its good security and scalability, because I'm using Spring MVC framework. It's a little bit difficult when you're separating every basic function into controller and service, and you need a mapper to relocate it where it is, but it's worth it. I'm proud of it because it meets the requirements of softwares, highly cohesive and low coupling, reserves the basic interface of extended functionality. The second highlight with the most contribution is a clear workflow. Let me do the demo for you. All employees can access the system and each has a different role. Their respective roles determine their permission level, with managers having greater permissions than the employees. This is how I set their permission levels. Let's log in as the lowest permission level, as a traveler. If you put the wrong password, I also added validation to check it. As an employee, you can submit an absence application, view the absence status, and view the history application list. You can edit and see the details of what you submitted. Let's submit the application now. As for the time you're selecting, you can only select the start time from now on. You can't select the date happened before. And when you select your end time, add validation to it. And for the destination, those three boxes are linked. When I select a different place, it shows the different choices. And I also add validation to every single box. Every field is required and must be filled in. Let's put the time now as a demo. You can see, and I can edit it. In the details, you can find that I have added it. As the permission level of -1, I can approve or reject nothing. Let's log in as a manager. That's with authority with one level permissions higher than the traveler. I set an eye-catching red notice with request number for the manager. We can see the record I have just submitted as a traveler minutes ago. The approval list everyone sees is determined by their different role and different permission level. Let's pass it this time and log in as one higher level permissions. After the user 0 passes, I can see this. My permission level is level 1 approval. I can see the details, who have submitted and who have approved it. And let's log in as one level higher. This application is passed by user 0 and user 1. So as a demo, this time I will pass it and log in as one level permissions higher. You can see that level 1 approval and level 2 approval are all passed. And this time I'm going to reject it. If you reject, you have to say why. Let's input the time now. After it is reject, you can re-log in as a traveler and see that my application is failed, rejected by user 3, and this is the reason I have just inputted. So this is a very clear workflow. Let's log in as a system administrator. Besides the basic settings of change password and change information, there is an edit button, admin function, which can be just seen from the authority of level 5. It means only the administrator can see this button. As administrator who can manage users and view all live request lists as records. The third highlight is the powerful data analysis and visualization. Let's select three data as an example. You can select all for more useful information. This supports analysis of data collected, generating tables and charts for visualizing useful information. You can download it if you need it. As for the record tables, I also add some strong function on it. You can also print it or export it to Excel for further analysis.